It's a simple thing, a written letter saying that someone is in your thoughts, that you care for them through difficult times. Well, a series of notes written to a Berkshire cancer patient by a friend have made the world of difference to him. And now that gesture of kindness has inspired a nationwide campaign of letter writing for people who are facing a disease. There are an estimated 2.5 million people living with cancer in the UK. Research shows that 1 in 3 people recently affected by cancer feels lonely or isolated. But 4/5 simply put on a brave face rather than admit they feel alone. Jo Campbell has the story.
18th of July 2010. Dear Brian, I couldn't work out why I've been so tired recently, especially when you bear in mind that I do nothing most days. I have a chronic iron deficiency. Apparently there's so little iron in me that
they wouldn't even be able to make an iron filling out of me. I blame it on my recent conversion to vegetarianism, which I...
This is how it all began. A first letter, the birth of an idea that turned 2 acquaintances into friends and is now connecting so many more.
In June 2010, I was diagnosed with bowel cancer and I was due to meet Alison for a drink in London. And we were catching up and she said, so what's happening with you? And I didn't really have the connection with her that I felt that I should tell her, but I did. And the response that I got was quite random, in that I don't think she necessarily knew what to say. So she decided that she was going to write, she said she was going to write letters to me.
I have no idea why I thought that Brian would want to receive letters from somebody that he barely knew. But I think that when he told me that he had cancer, because he wasn't a close friend, I think I just didn't know what to say. I think I felt awkward. And so this bizarre offer came out of my mouth, which was, I'll send you letters, I'll write you letters to cheer you up. The whole thing was to cheer you up.
I thought we'd get the first one and it would be a flash in the pan. So they kept coming. And that was such a nice thing for Alison to do. And she would write the letters at critical times as well to arrive when I was going for chemotherapy treatment or if I was going into hospital for surgery. And I would always save those and take them with me.
Was I getting any letters back, Brian?
No. I never wrote back. I never saw this as a pen pal arrangement.
And I think it was quite important actually that Brian never felt any obligation to write back. I never expected him to write back because Brian was ill and I shouldn't have ever expected that he was going to want to sit down and write a letter to me.
For 2 years the postman delivered around 100 letters. In a few months Brian will hopefully be declared cancer free, but others have been inspired by his and Alison's story.
The word is spreading and we get lots of people inquiring through the website as to how they can be involved, or just people emailing us or contacting us saying, this is a great idea, I received letters when I had cancer and they made such a huge difference. And that's all we wanted to do.
Well, a little earlier, Alison joined me in the studio here, and I started by asking her why she felt that something as simple as a letter could have such a powerful effect.
I think that for the person who's receiving it, because it's so unusual now to get a letter with a handwritten address on the envelope, just the fact that you know that somebody has gone to the trouble of writing it, getting an envelope, buying a stamp, take it to the post box, makes you feel quite special. But then also that once you've got it, you can keep referring back to it and you're holding it, you're touching it, and it's like a connection, a direct connection to the person that sent it.
How did you decide what to put in the letter? Because that's crucial, isn't it? Sometimes people who are going through these things don't want to be asked all the time, how are you?
Yes, and what I'd said to Brian was I will write to you to cheer you up. So I had to make the letters funny, and I thought, oh no, what's funny about cancer? So I just used to go around observing the world through different eyes, collecting funny anecdotes that I saw just happening in the street or overheard conversations in coffee shops, and then I used to write them all down in a notebook. And
that's
then
a really good idea. That's a good bit
letter.
of advice to give to people who want to do that. I mean, it can be incredibly isolating, isn't it? But you don't want to, maybe you find it difficult to talk to people if you've got a problem like cancer or any other illness.
And people don't know what to say to you, so they don't say anything. And then your friends drift away, and people have told us that their friends and family have stopped talking to them, and you're not at work anymore perhaps, or you're not at the school gates, and suddenly you're very much on your own. But a letter can make a difference to your day, but also it doesn't intrude too much on your privacy.
Do you think this could be taken on as a very positive idea to help people nationally? Because I know that some cancer charities are talking to you saying this is a great idea.
Yeah, Macmillan are very supportive, and what we would like to achieve is that when you're told that a friend or family member has cancer, one of the first things is you think is, I could send them a letter because I know that would make a difference.
Alison Hitchcock, great to meet you, and thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And you saw it there on the screen, there it is still. You find out more about Alison and Brian and their website from Me to You Letters.